Hi everyone, and welcome to Digital Blast Gaming. I'm Spencer H, and today we are going to talk about the SpiderTanks launch update and a little bit about Project GYRI, which is the Gala chain. I don't know, whatever we want to call it, because that's very instrumental together with these. Okay, so the information that I got was from the AMA, and maybe I can pull that up here. But on the AMA, it was on the Gala Nodes Technology AMA. Yes. So if you don't know and you're not aware, the SpiderTanks game is going to run off of the new GYRI chain. All right, so it's going to be the first one over there, and the problem is that the GYRI chain is not like live to the public, right? So it's a permission network, but they don't have everything launched up and live, right? They don't have all the nodes ready and everything. So I have a few notes here that I took of the stream, and if you guys want to go watch, like, I mean, here's all the highlights right here. So I have them time-stamped. You can look at it here on the screen. They're going to soft launch this, okay? And I had that up here before on the screen. They're just going to do a slight soft launch because they have to get this whenever you launch a new chain. A lot of people will be familiar with this if they've seen Flare launch everything that they've had to do, and they started off with Songbird, right? So they're running this all in the background, right? It looks good to them, but we don't have it up where it's, you know, decentralized and running, okay? So they said that it'll be a soft launch with the SpiderTanks, right? So we'll get into more of that. You'll feel the whole picture here in a minute. Gas fees, they are debating on whether or not to get those in Gala coin. So I don't know if that'll work. I would think it would need to be in its native token. That's usually how blockchains work. So that's interesting that they want to do that, because that's kind of a whole security thing. Yeah. So I don't know. That was just an idea that they threw out there. This will be on the Hyperledger tech stack. They did say that. Also, if you're doing an AMA or hosting one, you should probably not be playing a game of SpiderTanks while hosting the AMA. It is not fair to your teammates, and it doesn't make you a better player either. And somehow somebody knew that Bitbender was doing that. That was pretty good. The next one was Bridge from Ethereum is not ready to launch. So by the end of the month for SpiderTanks. So there's your bummer news right there. What does that mean? That means the bridge, they've built a bridge. They cannot implement the bridge, and it's in there, and they talk about it. Basically, you need to have the network up and running first, but you need to have nodes up and running. Then you need to test the security features of all of that. There are audits that need to be done. So there is a huge process in this, and that's why when they said they were going to launch all this, I'm like, yeah, right. That's impossible. If you've ever seen any other or been around any other networks that have launched, like, you know, there is so much that goes into all of it. And if you don't know, you should know now that there's a lot that go into all of it. So even though they say that they're doing this or that, you know where they're at based upon things that have been done or not done, or things that you've seen that are very basic. Like, they'll give us an audit trail. Like, they've been transparent. They want good operational working things that, you know, Gala does just as we do, because it hurts us just as it hurts them if it's not, right? So there's a process to this. So basically, long story short, they've got to get the chain up and running first. Go through everything, make sure that everything is good. Then they can start to implement a bridge. Then they need to do the audit trail on the bridge before they allow us access to start transferring our NFTs from the Ethereum chain over to this new chain. So, it's going to be a while, folks. It's going to be a while. And you will hear this from them as well. Because I got a good one here at the very end. Also, founders nodes. GYRI nodes? No, but staking founders nodes will profit off of transactions. GYRI. Will NFTs be ready for GYRI next year? All right, so basically they said, you know, they're not sure how they're going to get all this together, but let's just hear it from them, and this is pretty good.
Johnny Boy, just in response to your question you just asked, I mean, how do we convert the founders node into a GYRI node and whatnot? I think there's still things to be figured out there. I mean, we don't have that figured out. I think we're going to launch SpiderTanks, react to that, shore up some goodies, and kind of get our shit together for quarter one with more info. So I think I'm just excited to ship a game on this thing. That's super exciting. Can you imagine? Yes. I'm amazed. Let's do it. Ship a real game. Woohoo!
Mm-hmm. Woohoo! Yeah. Let's get a real game out on this thing. What? Yeah, in my notes. Yeah, they got to get their shit together. You heard it from them. So it's not just me saying it. Yeah, no. So they're going to react to this thing. So they're going to launch SpiderTanks. It's going to be a soft launch on this GYRI thing. GYRI's going to be a soft launch, so it's not going to be ready to go either. Nothing's ready to go. Basically, that tells me the pressure is on. I mean, we've waited long enough for this game to come out. They pretty much have everything done for the game. It looks like it is got some broken moments in it, but all games do. But this one really kind of sucks, the recent broken one, with the matchmaking and not necessarily like the levels. I mean, that sucks, and that's just going to happen. They're not going to change that. So just deal with it. You just either you suck or whatever, you know. If you're good, you're good. I mean, it goes both ways. Like, I'm not taking sides. But what's not working is when you want to pair up with players, like 3 members, and play, and yeah, it's a horrible experience for everyone because you have to get out and reload the game, but whatever. I mean, the game's not broken. They've said it. So we're going to move forward with this not broken game, and we're going to launch this thing, see how it goes, and we're going to grind this out. There is basically free for all. Like, I mean, we want to have some fun, but you know how it is with the tech. Like, let's break some stuff. Like, you can find something that's broken, let them know. If you see a glitch or something, I mean, everybody, there's lots of them. They are working on it. They're doing a good job, but you know, it's tough. Tough situation when people have been waiting for a game for a long time, and they're going to roll it out. I think expectations were different. I mean, mine have stayed pretty much the same. I've seen what they're going to do. Like I said, also, they did say that Real Silk is going to be Test Silk, so that was good. That was interesting. I had been telling some people I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do, because they got to distribute something to somebody somehow before they get this whole thing started, in order to have something in the ecosystem. And they got to have some buyers, and they got to have some sellers, and then they got to have some reasons to have buyers, and they got to have some reasons to have sellers. It's all part of the economics. So it's not that anybody is trying to work it or anything, but I'm sure somebody is. But I'm just trying to put out, this is the basics of what needs to be done to move forward, and this is what's going to happen. I think a lot of people will be disappointed by this update. I hope not. It's all right. Everything takes time, and we'll move forward, but don't be expecting anything grand. I don't see that a lot of players are going to be wanting to come into this game, especially the way it's operating, but people are going to want to come in due to the fact that there is earnings now. But the game isn't real huge. You know, it's not out there to a lot of people. And people are limited on who can play it due to the specs of your computer. We got a lot of guys that have a rough time in some of these poorer countries that are some good eSports players, but we're trying to help them out and do what we can to get these guys going. So this will be fun. Let's move forward. And if you got any comments, questions, leave them in the descriptions down below. I'll leave the AMA down there, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great day.